You were living in Ohio?
Yeah, I was living in Ohio, and then we moved to Indiana.
And you invited your friend who needed a new start to move in with you and your family. And your family consists of, I know, dogs and cats and a wife.
I have 3 children and my wife.
You invited your friend of 10 years to come live with you.
Yep.
I mean, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, he helped me out a lot.
And what were you doing at the time for work?
I'm a moving company, so it's like, you know, moving furniture.
And you ended up experiencing some loss about 6 months after moving in?
Yeah, yep.
How did that impact you as far as your finances are concerned?
I was depressed, wasn't going to work as much, and it's a slow season in the winter. It's always slower for my job, so it just all hit at once.
Let me ask you, Mr. Valadez, if you didn't invite Mr. Euler to come live with you, were you planning to rent that basement out?
Maybe, but not really. I don't think we would have. I think it would have just kind of been a...
I only asked because you said in your complaint the defendant didn't seem to understand. I had a mortgage to pay and the bank expected payment or I could lose my house.
Yeah.
So you were dependent on his rent.
Well, I was expecting it because, or yeah, I guess dependent on it because, you know, it's his word. My best buddy, you tell me you're gonna do something, you know, you're a man, you're supposed to do it. I scratch your back, you know, least you can do is hold your own word.
Okay. So when you promised him your tax return, why didn't you follow through on that?
I gave him some of my tax return. I still needed money to live. And like I said, we're friends. Never really was an issue before being short, so.
Wait, so he did give you some of his tax return?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember getting any of it.
I gave him some of it. What I paid him was out of my tax returns.
I'm kind of confused because in your answer, you do acknowledge that you owed back rent, but then you later decided that, no, I don't actually owe him any money. Tell me about the living conditions that changed your mind.
Everything was going good until I'm allergic to cats, for one, and then his cats don't ever leave the basement because he's got dogs that live upstairs and they don't get along. So cats are always downstairs, and they just kind of mess the place up. No one else ever really goes down there. Downstairs would get messy, cat stuff, cat hair all over the place. Cats would pee on my stuff.
And they damaged your property, you claim?
Yes.
Under Exhibit A.
Yeah, it's not a really good picture.
I don't really know what that is.
Because at the time, I wasn't expecting to get sued or whatever, you know, so I wasn't taking a picture.
So what am I looking at?
Dirty couch cushion.
Why blame the cat?
The cat pooped and peed on it, along with a lot of my other clothes. I don't really own a lot of stuff, so, like, stuff I do own, I kind of value.
Mr. Valadez, are your cats not trained?
No, they are. So he told me one time about the cats going, you know, using the bathroom in random spots in the basement.
Yeah.
I went down there and it was just, I kind of slowed down, you know, didn't really keep up on the litter box that week. It was, something was going on. So, you know, I cleaned the litter box, you know, kept up on it. Then he says it continued to happen, but he never told me.
That it was an ongoing issue.
Yeah, how am I gonna fix something if I don't know? Like you said, I gave him this privacy. We really didn't go in the basement much.
I did let him know that I didn't like the cats, though. When I moved in, that was.
Yeah, there's a difference between I don't like cats and I'm allergic and I don't want to live with these cats.
When I first moved in, the cats weren't supposed to be there, but then they kind of tagged along anyways. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm living with the cats now.
All right, you also claim the bathroom flooded and that also caused some damage to your stuff.
Yeah, the cats would break into my room. It sounds crazy, but the cats would get into my room, and it was like they lived in it while I was gone. So I'd come home, they'd be
Will
like,
they pick a lock? Do they turn, like, how do they break into?
It's a sliding, like, barn door type deal. So they'd get in there.
The cats slid the door open?
Yeah, they would slide the door open.
The cats slid the door
open?
open?
Oh, yes,
they would pull the door off. It's
we'll
crazy.
get there in a minute.
Okay, I'm a dog person. That's
I'm a dog
why
person,
I am,
too. I
'cause
don't like the cats, like I said.
That's real creepy.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Tell me about this conversation you two had before you left.
It was basically like, you know, all my stuff is ruined, but I couldn't really complain because he'd been a good friend and was letting me stay with them. It's just annoying, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You said the conversation that you guys had probably escalated too far with hurtful things being said. I want to know about these things.
Not really hurtful, but, you know, just kind of...
I mean, you said it.
All right, I'm going to leave, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to move out then.
Tell me about the conversation.
It was weird starting it because, like I said, you know, talking to your friends about money and how they owe you money.
It's uncomfortable.
Always a weird, uncomfortable conversation. So we started talking about that, and I don't know, just kind of got a little heated, I would say, you know, just kind of voices raised. And then finally he's like, well, what should I do? You gonna kick me out or should I just leave? And I said, I'll kick you out after you pay me or something, and kind of walked away and
I'll
left
kick
that
you out after you
conversation.
pay me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, I'm not gonna pay you. I'm just gonna leave.
Well, right. Yeah.